I want to talk about something super important for your live stream, but that's often overlooked, and that's networking. Networking is important for security, stability, and for your sanity. You don't want random people on your network slowing it down or messing with settings, and you don't want to think about networking after setting it up for the first time. You want it to just always work exactly like it's supposed to. Plus, if you're a church that has to set up and tear down your live stream, for example, if you're meeting in a school or a theater or some other shared space, you can't be sure that nothing's going to change on that network from week to week. You always have to worry a little bit that the network will be different and you'll need to reassign IP addresses, relink your devices, type in passwords again, etc., etc. I'm Josh from Budget Church Live Streaming, and I have a tip that will help make all of this nightmare just a little bit more manageable. Instead of just connecting your gear to whatever network switch is already in place, try building out your own isolated production network. Whether you're meeting in your own church or in a venue that you're renting, doing this will save you time and hassle every single Sunday. First, setting up your own network allows you to set up something extremely secure with whatever safety measures you need and a password that you control. No one else can access this network unless you're explicitly setting it up or allowing it, which helps give some peace of mind about your settings. Not only that, but it means that the network won't get bogged down by people definitely connecting to the Wi-Fi for the Bible app while you're trying to stream your services. You can keep all that precious transfer speed to yourself and your online viewers. Secondly, setting up your own network means you can pick whatever gear best fits your needs. Do you have a lot of Wi-Fi connected devices that are going to be far away from your switcher, like these homemade tally lights in this video up here? Then get a router with a super long range. Do you have a lot of devices that need a wired connection? Get a network switch with as many Ethernet ports as you need. You can build this new network out to handle whatever your production specifically needs. No more having to work with the stuff that was just already there. Take control of your gear. And finally, setting up your own network means you'll never need to reconfigure your device's network settings. If you're on some sort of shared network that you don't control, you never know what settings will change that will alter your device's IP addresses or change some sort of password that everything relies on. Setting up your own network takes out all the stress and guesswork that comes with sharing things. Every time you go to set up and use your gear, you can be confident that the IP addresses will be the same, that the passwords will be the same as last time, and that no settings will have changed that will completely ruin your live stream. This is especially important if you have devices on your network that have to talk to each other, like some hyperdecks or you're using Companion. Speaking of which, if you want a rundown on how to run your whole production system with Companion, check out this video up here. Even if your main network gets completely ripped out and replaced, you can rest assured that your gear will keep all of its current network settings on its own isolated network. This may sound complicated, expensive, and too good to be true, but it's not, and anyone can set it up. All you need is a basic wireless router and a network switch, just like these that I've got here. You can buy these on Amazon for just under $50, and I'll have links to those in the description. To set it up, just take the network cable from the main network you're connecting to and plug it into the WAN port on your router. Then, attach an Ethernet cable from one of the LAN ports to any of the ports on your network switch. Finally, go ahead and follow the instructions that came with your router to actually set up your Wi-Fi network. After doing all of that, you've created a network that's completely separate from anything else running in the building. Anything on your new Wi-Fi network or plugged into the network switch will be able to communicate with each other, but nothing outside the network can talk to them, and vice versa. Just this one simple change solves so many problems for us, and I'm sure it will for you too. And remember, the sky is the limit on what kind of hardware you get or how you configure the network. So build it out perfectly for the needs of your ministry, and you won't regret it. Take a minute to share this video with someone you know might find it helpful. I'm sure they'd really appreciate learning how to improve their live stream ministry. Until next time.